Wildcats are SEC tournament champions.
For years, for decades, let's face it, forever, Big Blue Nation has ruled the SEC, and more than a few times all of college basketball, too. Kentucky spends more time on ladders than some firefighters. Tennessee? Well, Tennessee is one of the teams UK usually beats on the way to those ladders. During the stretch from 2002 to 2015, the Cats won 22 of 27 meetings. Lately, though, not so much. For only the second time in their hoops history, the Vols have reached number one during the season. Now it's Tennessee's turn to receive the national love, to dream about cutting down nets in March and April. But first, they have to go through Kentucky. Only then do we find out if orange is the new blue.
The great Gene Wojciechowski, former Tennessee wide receiver, giving us that essay. Time now for the Wendy's Wooden Watch. Admiral, Schofield, Grant Williams have been a 1-2 punch for the Volunteers. They're one of 4 sets of teammates named to the Wooden Award late season top 20. You can go to ESPN.com and search Wooden for more, but I doubt you'll find out exactly why Schofield and Williams think they complement each other perfectly.
So Greg's peanut butter, and I'm jelly. We came up with that just messing around one day. We were playing FIFA.
I'll be peanut butter, he's jelly, because I kind of bring that little casual, nice taste, and then he brings like the knock you out type of taste.
If you ask somebody, would you rather have a jelly sandwich or a peanut butter sandwich, you know the answer would be
That's
peanut
okay,
butter.
But nobody puts peanut butter on their toast. They put butter and jelly.
No matter what you put on your toast, everything's been tasty for Tennessee. Rick Barnes has his team ranked number 1 for just the second time in Tennessee history, and tonight undoubtedly is a huge game. But the Vols coach told our Holly Rowe that he became a much better coach when he made basketball less important.
And the ball taken away by Walker. Up ahead, boom! Tennessee has not missed a shot. Up top of the throwdown.
Smooth sliding down the lane. This is why they're number 1. You're seeing it now.
How does a boy from Hickory, North Carolina, become a coach of the number 1 team in the country?
Well, it's really because of my family, and they're the ones that really sacrificed. They're the ones that put me back on the right track when I got off the track.
To University of Tennessee head coach Rick Barnes, family is everything. And at one point in his life, he almost lost everything.
I got off the track by really becoming too worldly, starting to thinking about pride, fame, fortune. 9 years ago, my daughter and son sat me down one day and told me that I was living for all the wrong things. And I'm not sure there's anything more devastating when your children you feel are disappointed in you, but they love me so much they were willing to tell me the truth.
How are you a better, would you use the word better, coach?
You prioritize things, and I think you realize that this is my job, but it's really not who I am, and at one time I made it who I was. When I did that, I really don't think I was a very good coach. If we lost, I took it personal, but I made the players feel like they were the reason we lost, and get on a kid and act like, okay, I'm really on him because I care about him, when in reality, I was on him because he wasn't helping me win basketball games. That's not what it should be about.
Barnes began to shift his focus to faith and family. During that time, daughter Carly and her husband Josh adopted 2 young children from Uganda. Rick Barnes helped every step of the way, welcoming his first grandchildren.
When they adopted Caleb, he was 13 months, and after having him, God had put on their heart to move to Africa to adopt again. I remember Candy and I flew over to Uganda. I will never forget the first time Avery came and jumped and said, "Papa." I'm now known as Papa, which is, believe me, that's so much better than being called coach.
In 2015, the Longhorns' winningest coach in school history was pushed out. But Barnes was welcome at Rocky Top, and with a new perspective on life and coaching, he immediately began to build.
We came in with the same idea that we were going to build a culture built on hard work, built on commitment. We got 2 guys on this team, and Grant Williams and Admiral Schofield, but understanding what a real work ethic is, all you got to do is look at their before and after pictures after getting here. It'll blow your mind.
Williams for 3, knocks it down.
In all my career, I don't know if there's anything else I could ask from these guys in terms of their commitment day in and day out.
Schofield hits another.
4 straight weeks now, your team is number 1. They have done well with the number 1 on their back. Why?
We've been in some big games. The first week we went to Vanderbilt and we found out, being number 1, there's a team on the other end that wants to shock the world. That same week, we played West Virginia, where we came out and got down 19-4, and we were walking around like we thought we were entitled. You guys deserve it, you've earned it, but that's nowhere on our goal sheet. That we said we're going to be ranked #1. Do we want to win the national championship? We do. But the fact of the matter is, I want to see us win in everything that we do. And along the way, I hope they realize there's much more to this than this basketball game itself.
You guys just want to say, get out and make a shot. Play basketball together.
I made it bigger than it should have been. And at the University of Tennessee, our motto is not about me,